Maybe 3D printing can solve my shitty motor project.
It's at 62.9 degrees, which is...
No. No. I got the straw and I clamped it on. That's a metal straw. Let's plug it into this like that. And then we just screw this on. I just lost the BMS Bluetooth module down into the bilge. I just want to cry. Oh, it's so fucking hard. If I can't monitor the BMS, I don't know how much power I have in my battery, kind of. Or I could always check, but... This is one thing. There is some... It is here. Oh, god damn it. It wasn't lost. It's still here. Oh, I just heard something drop, but that was... that was the other thing. Okay, then I can continue. At least I can continue work. But I probably need to eat something. Have no idea what this thing does. So, crisis averted. Good thing I dropped the thing that I don't know what it does, that I probably don't need, especially now with the active balancer. I think I really was losing it. The heat in the boat is mad, and I didn't sleep very well, and I also haven't eaten or taken a shit. But I am going to solve one problem at a time. I put some angle brackets here and some zip ties, and I will try to install this water cooler loose with this zip tie. I think I should have had some better idea, but I didn't have a better idea. It's a start. What have you done with the bird? Where is the bird, Atris? I need to do something about this mess. Here my audio on my phone cut out, so I will just narrate a bit. This I just thought was funny. My cat Atris was dry humping my leg. Here I try to use the water cooling system. I used these crocodile clamps to see which was the right direction of everything and which pole was which, and then I soldered on a connection, an XT60 connector. I am running out of XT60 connectors, so I need to buy some more. And I have some water bubble issues here. And here is Atris again. He's just sleeping weirdly. And I'm talking about something, I don't remember what I'm saying. Yeah, I am talking about designing a water adapter, and this is one way check valve I tried to make, and then I just designed this, adapter, pipe adapter, and I'm showing you the things I need to get done before I leave. I am checking off the list bit by bit. There are so many things I got hooked on 3D printing doing. I made these a bit less hard corners. So here's the first version of the pipe adapter ready. It looks good. I just made it too small, so I made a bigger one, and it fit perfectly. Oh no, I once again recorded a lot without audio. I want to get out of this pond. I want to sail my ocean-going sailboat in a freaking ocean. If my motor controller is overheating, I would have to rely on my small outboard, and that would be not ideal. I 3D printed this dispenser. It's got one small air hole, but I will put my finger there and then try to turn it upside. Oh no, it's leaking. It's leaking a lot. Where did it leak? Okay, I took away the plastic thing that was under. I might have to make a hole. Okay, I put a bottle down here. I am not fluent enough in the language of 3D printing. I don't know how to modify downloaded prints. Maybe I can do it in Blender. Well, that looks good. Piece of tape. If I put it upside down, let's see, it doesn't. Looks like it's going through. Then how to It looks like the air bubbles are going away. And the question is, can I unplug this and put it into the bottle without getting new air bubbles in? There are some air bubbles here, but it actually looks like it's working. Maybe 3D printing can solve my shitty motor project. The black and yellow should be the power. It's working! This must provide enough cooling for the motor, I think. Cool. Should I have just put these fans also in the motor compartment? Motor will need some cooling too. Miss. The 3D printer is gone. No, I found a space for it. I hope this works. This space was mostly used for storage, but here we go. I just put some screws in this board to hold it in place. It's like having a small factory inside the boat. The whole boat is a small workshop, maker space. I have so many tools. Okay, 7 o'clock. It's about 10,000 watts. We're backing off the dock. What we want is that keep this temperature down. 70 degrees is the max. It's moving a lot of water. 51 degrees, it's still getting hotter. What should I do if this doesn't work? Should I get another system completely? Just get the golden motor controller and be done with it? Or should I get some better water cooling system? Yeah, it is. It's working. It's pumping all the time. The fans are going. Ouch. 5 minutes. It's at 56 degrees. 57 almost. Okay, now I am really confused. I was checking the BMS and it said it was just drawing 21 amps or something like that. And that's correct. Then this meter is right. Then we're just drawing 1000 watts. Then this can be correct and the computer is wrong somehow, and we're just using 1/10 of the power that this motor can be doing, and that's really weird. Then I still have some programming issues or something that I need to solve with the computer programming. I thought it was just this one that was incorrect, but maybe the computer is wrong. I mean, 2 devices that show the same thing and the computer saying something else. What do I trust more, the computer or the BMS? And is the current for the motor something different than the currents draw from the battery? That would be strange, wouldn't it? Coming up on 10 minutes. We're 59-60 Celsius. Okay, we have some interesting data here. Here it actually says 1000 watts, so then it's correct, and the battery is drawing 20 amps. So that's right. And the motor, iMotor, is 195/10, like 200 amp limit. So the motor amperage is 200 something, but battery is just drawing 20 amps, which is very little. And I don't know much about motors, but this looks more to me like 1000 watts than 10,000 watts. It's not that fast. I have no idea what I'm doing. Is my Vesk only able to put out 1000 watts of power then? Which would make some sense because it's very small compared to a motor controller from like a golden motor and stuff like that. And should I upgrade it to a real one that can put out 10 times as much? I have some research to do. We are at 64 Celsius. There are good news and bad news. The bad news is that I am just using 1/10 of what my motor can do. The good news is that I'm just using 1/10 of what my motor can do, which means that I can run my motor for much longer than I thought I would. And that's coming up, testing how long I can drive the motor. So if you want to see me test further, you can follow this channel and see what happens with this shitty DIY motor controller system. I've been running it for half an hour, and it's just about 70 degrees Celsius, which means that we can run. We can probably get out of this harbor at least, and we might not be able to cruise continuously at full speed, full current speed. And I realized that I'm editing this video and it's very frustrating because I learned some more things. The first thing, how to put this? The first thing I learned is that my motor, an electric motor, has more power on higher speeds. I thought it was the opposite way around, so I don't really get it, but higher wattage at higher speeds. And you can see many people have used like a small gear at the motor and a bigger gear at the axle, which means that the motor spins faster than the axle. That makes the motor more powerful. You can get more power out of the motor. The other thing you can do is you can have another propeller on the axle in the water. My propeller is pretty steep. It pushes a lot of water at low speeds, which also means that the motor cannot spin that fast. So for me, I mounted the motor straight on the propeller axle, and for me to get more power out of my motor, I could change the prop to a lesser angle prop in the future. But the motor cooling system is working for me up to around 1300 watts output on the motor, so it's not very high. However, it works really well and pushes the boat forward pretty well. And you will see in the future if we are successful in moving the boat out from the lake to the sea. So that's the future. And I just want to thank you for watching, and consider subscribing and liking this video. It would really help me out. And if you want to leave a comment and encourage me to continue this weird project, putting together different shitty parts into some kind of Frankenstein motor system and testing it out to see how cheap you can get a really decent range motor system. I will in the future list all the prices from everything, but I don't have it yet. So yeah.
We have now run the motor for 40 minutes and it's not overheating. It's at 62.9 degrees, which is fine. I'm pretty satisfied with this test, and we can continue with sea trials next.
Okay, I'm stopping the test now. We have been running for an hour, and let's break. Oh, quite. It's not as loud as a diesel engine, but it can sound pretty much anyways. And the fans, they sound like this. I film from here because everything gets boosted by the camera mic when I'm filming with the phone. So get ready for sea trials. It will be soon. So follow. Have a nice day. No, the video was not over. I found another video here from FlipSky, which they programmed it differently. For this controller I wrote these values instead, and the battery current is still the same, but the amperage of the motor current is much higher, or is 50% higher, 300 amps instead of 200. Real-time data. at least I doubled the max wattage that I could get out. Now we are standing still. Of course, we are just reversing out from the dock, so we cannot really spin up the motor. Maybe the motor spins up a bit more when we are out on the water. The motor would need to spin much faster than is possible to make it 10 kilowatts. But yeah, I think we learned something today. I did. Hi, my name is Mozart, and I'm from outer space. I am an intergalactic filmmaker stranded on the last Earth. I document my sailing expeditions, off-grid amusement park, random adventures and projects, and the search for my happy-go-lucky land. And sometimes I invite you to join.